Hello, all you awesome people out there. Welcome back to the channel with me, as always, your boy Geek Viz Hoove here, and we are back a little late. We back here a little late. Um, Going back to the old cam for this right now, as I kind of work out the logistics of the other camera. It's still there though, so you never know. But yeah, we back here with a very late edition of our TV news drop. You know, this is usually up on Wednesdays, but I don't know. I fucked up somewhere. I think because I did the video game one late. I thought I had another day, but I didn't because I recorded and uploaded that day. So yeah, I screwed up. But here we are, getting it done. More at the end of the week here, but hey, that's just what's going on here. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about the TV news from the last 2 weeks or so. So let's go over what we're gonna be talking about here today. In this episode, we're gonna be covering the Emmys have kind of fucked up and pissed a lot of people off. So we're gonna be talking about that. Amazon is debuting a new Robocop sequel series. Also, Clueless is also getting a sequel series as well. We got the final season of Apple TV's the morning show. We got our season 3 debut season for Percy Jackson. Did y'all know Stewie is getting a spinoff from Family Guy? Yeah, he is. And we got the first cast members for that show here today as well. We also got our first looks at Chad Powers. Stars Glenn Powell. But for Chad Powers and Dexter Resurrection season 2. And then we also got to talk about what Futurama is coming with. For our Comic-Con corner, we got our Futurama season 14 news, and a surprising Star Wars spinoff is finally coming to TV. And then of course, as always, we're going to end off with some trailers. So as always, you know, if you like what I'm doing over here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. As always, you know, movie news, TV news, video game news. If you didn't see the movie news, check that out. We dropped that on Monday. We talk about how the Odyssey dominated the box office in back-to-back weeks, amongst other movie news. So feel free to check that out. So now we got all the pleasantries out the way. Let's go ahead and transition so we can talk about our first news story. Closed 2 windows apparently. I didn't mean to do that, but here we are. Let's go ahead and speed that up. All right. So we gotta talk about the Emmys. The Emmys F this up. Streamers and networks are outraged as 5 categories get axed from the telecast. That's right. They are not going to be broadcasting 5. Count them. 5 categories are not going to make it onto the TV broadcast. And that's a bad move on the Emmys. Just about everyone hates it. On Friday, Variety exclusively revealed the TV Academy's plan to thin out the categories handed out during its premiere telecast on September 14th. After the Board of Governors voted to shift a hodgepodge of 5 races to the first weekend of ceremonies, once known as the Creative Arts Emmys, now it's all one big Emmys. The 5 categories: writing for a variety series, supporting actor and supporting actress in a limited or anthology series, that sucks, or movie, directing for a limited anthology series or movie, and writing for a limited. So they pretty much threw all of the limited and anthology and TV movie stuff onto the pre-show, which sucks because that's basically like a lot of like the most popular and biggest shows right now are these fucking small anthology limited series. Whatchamacallit, who swept last year was one of those. Damn, what the fuck is that show called? Adolescence? Ain't that what it was? That was Adolescence drama series. Yeah, this was the big winner of last year, and this was a limited anthology series. And that fucking won big last year. So like, yeah, that kind of sucks that they're cutting it. There are plenty of reasons it's a terrible idea. Let's start with the logistics. By our count, about 9 additional nominees, along with any that were already having to do it, will now have to attend the first weekend to collect a potential trophy. Jason Bateman, who's up for supporting actor for DTF St. Louis and director nominee for Black Rabbit on an episode of the series. Charles Melton, supporting actor for Beef. Dakota Fanning, who's in All Her Faults, and executive producer on Margot's Got Money Troubles. David Harbour for supporting actor and executive producer for DTF St. Louis. Nick Offerman for Death by Lightning and supporting actors of both Death by Lightning and Margot's Got Money Troubles. Lee Sung Jin, writer and director for Beef and executive producer on Beef. Stephen Conrad, writer and executive producer, DTF St. Louis. Megan Gallagher, writer and EP on All Their Faults, and Gay Rodder and Daniel Pera for writing nominees and EPs on The Beast in Me. Yeah, that's a pretty big name. Basically, also that creative arts one. Remember, we were reading the Emmy list, and I sort of pointed out how fucking insanely long it is, because a lot of those were at the creative arts Emmys section, which is a lot of undercard, behind the camera type stuff that was all in things for that. So it was like for the hair, makeup, costumes, promotion for like trailers, artwork, all that other shit. All of that was happening at that first weekend. In order to sort of split the attendees, so people who are more behind the camera can get their weekend to do their thing, and then the people who are like the actors and the directors and the writers and all those awards, they can show up on that next weekend. And also it allows just kind of people to blend in with one another who are all in that same very category. For them to throw this at that first weekend, yeah, that kind of sucks. From the outside, you'd assume any nominee wants to show up, celebrate, and soak in the festivities, but celebrities and industry professionals lead busy lives, including many with children. For some, Labor Day weekend is the last chance for a trip or a backyard barbecue before the kids head back to school. Now it's off the calendar, and not everyone lives in LA. It also collides with two major film festivals. Okay, Venice and Telluride will both be underway that first weekend. By the time the Emmys arrive on Monday, September 14th, the Toronto TIFF will be in full swing. From a studio and network standpoint, that's 2 straight weekends of planning, glam, and everything else that goes into getting talent camera ready for the big show. Yeah, it's a lot of planning. You got to get everybody ready. You got to get all your ducks in a row, because all that shit is a lot of work. And also now this means that a lot of these people will probably end up just fucking skipping this. If they're booked for both, a lot of people end up just skipping this to attend more of these bigger ones, or it's gonna hurt or it could hurt these film festivals, because now people have to choose between, well, am I going to this or am I going to this? And now they cannot show up for these and have to go for this. But it also sucks for them, because like, well, I could have went to both to be there and accept my awards and hang and celebrate with my peers and contemporaries. Now I only have to pick one. In recent years, the 2 creative arts nights have been edited into a tape-delayed special on FFX. Talks are ongoing to do the same with these first 2 nights, but nothing has been confirmed. So picture it: Harbour, a cultural fixture since Stranger Things, and now doing his career best work in DTF St. Louis, finally wins his much-deserved statuette, and no one at home can watch it happen. Yeah, that sucks. And what if Beef, double nominee and supporting actor Charles Melton, makes history as the first Asian winner of the supporting actor limited in the limited field? Is it not worth seeing live? Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Quote, I don't know how the Emmys fucked up this bad, one award strategist tells Variety. Quote, the move doesn't make much sense, and all they've done is piss off a lot of people and stars they are trying to court and attend their ceremony. I think this will blow up in their face. Now listen, I must admit, there are far bigger, more pressing issues going on in the world aside from Hollywood people giving up their Labor Day weekend to go to an award ceremony. Nah, man, like shit, I wouldn't want to fucking give up my vacation either, because these motherfuckers decided to swap shit. But we are missing the opportunity to witness some historic moments. In 2023, Beef writer, director, producer Lee Sung-jin swept, winning for writing, directing, and a limited series itself. Yeah, so that's another thing. 2023, Beef won big. That was a limited series. Just as I talked about how Adolescence won big last year as another limited series. So I don't get why they're picking now to cut it when these limited series are literally some of like the best, are like some of the best and strongest in the entire fucking, movie, TV aspects. Some of these limited series are actually some of the best ones going. He remains only one of only a handful of Asian filmmakers to hold an Emmy for directing in any genre category. According to Tony Tu, who shares the prize with 7 others from 2022 miniseries Band of Brothers, and Hwang Dong-hyuk, who won for the first season of drama Squid Games in 2022. Would this decision have gone down so easily if past winners like Steven Zalani or Mike White were in the running this year? They're basically saying, will they cut it if... Well, I mean... You gotta have that conversation. Would they have cut it if more, if more fucking white people was involved in that shit? There's a chance it might not have. Lee is also up for writing in a limited series, a category only 7 people have ever won more than once. Jane Anderson, Charlie Brooker, James Costigan, Andrew Davies, William Hanley, Abby Mann, and Tracy Keenan Wynn. The prospect of the first non-white writer accepted that award off air is deflating. Can't lie. This is a conversation that needs to be had. So we're gonna take it off because there's not enough white people who probably gonna win these awards. That's why y'all taking it off TV. The artisans already struggle to get the coverage they deserve. What many don't realize is that the creative arts ceremony have no red carpet. Nominees file in and take their seats with no chance to stop for interviews or share their excitement. So it's already at the point where, remember, this is that creative arts award ceremony. So it doesn't get all the pomp. That's what I was saying earlier. It doesn't get all the pomp and circumstance and the major focus that the regular sort of primetime Emmy awards get. That's when you get the red carpet. You get the TV coverage of the red carpet. They do the interviews. They get the paparazzi taking pictures as they file in, and then the whole thing is broadcast on TV. This part doesn't get all that already, so it's already a very sort of more, It already doesn't have a ton of spotlight on it already, even for the people getting those awards, for the people who are like your costume designers, your marketing people, your glam squad, you know what I mean? All shit like that. So now you're taking another aspect which should be on the main show, and now you're making them in this section also now feel even more sort of less important. It's a bad move. It's a bad move to sort of already shortchanging people who put in so much work to make these happen, and now you're saying you don't even want to give them the time of day to truly celebrate them and their work even more now. It really sucks. And if the Academy suddenly adds a carpet to the second night, how insulting is that to everyone who could have walked it in years past? Good luck too getting press to surrender their Labor Day weekend to cover it. Most awards pundits are already out of town at Telluride in Venice. Okay, they're bringing up a lot of points. So now, even with that, the press already is very light because it's a Labor Day weekend, and now you're putting this on the Labor Day weekend and adding these big awards to this ceremony to give them basically no fucking coverage. Those 2 creative arts nights are where guest actors, costumes, that's all I'm saying, composers, editors get to own the headlines for a day. Now those headlines, and that was another point I don't know if I mentioned it, but now you're taking away the shine from them, and now you're taking away the shine from the people who already have such a small corner. You already putting these people in such a small corner, who are already to the general audience don't kind of fit. Granted, in terms of the general audience, clearly feel less important and less important and less popular than you get for lead actors and writers and directors. So you already putting them in this corner. Now you're putting such big names of people who should be who should have been on the other one. Now you're making them being overshadowed by these bigger names like lead actors and writers and directors, which is making them feel even more insignificant. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a lot of negativity, and it's a bad move all around. Now those headlines will be swallowed by A-listers like Harbour, Linda Cardellini, who landed the same ceremony. Think about what that does to self-submitting actors from the medical drama The Pit, Brittany Allen and Jeff Kober, who could have generated real headlines and career-making moments. What's the rationale, according to the TV Academy? Quote, we're really excited to flex more creativity into the show. TV Academy Chair Chris R. Abrigo tells Variety, quote, "This is not new, but the academies have always committed to delivering an Emmy telecast that celebrates television and also creating the best possible viewing experience. But it needs time, and that's where we really want to find time to create an incredible night of entertainment and that celebrates all the Emmy winners." In picking these five categories, Abrego says the goal was to spread the change across disciplines, including performers, writers, and directors. Quote, "There is no perfect solution because every category obviously represents extraordinary work. But we really wanted just to take an approach to be as balanced and as equitable as possible." He says, "So then, what we really did was rather than concentrating on the change in one discipline or one peer group, it's a small number of categories across the performances, writing, and directing." Yeah, the motherfucker just saying shit. just saying shit for the saying shit. Like, I don't know, we just doing shit because we want to, fucking buzzwords. Balance, equitable, concentrating on change. Like, nigga. The DGA, SAG-AFTRA, and WGA issued a joint statement expressing their displeasure with the decision to move five categories off the telecast. Quote, "The Emmys exist to celebrate the best of television and the artists who are central to bringing these stories to life. The decision to eliminate these categories from the primetime broadcast devalues the contributions of the talented people the Academy is meant to honor. An award show dedicated to recognizing excellence should not reduce recognition for artists whose work gives it meaning." God bless Mariska Haggerty, but plenty of industry analysts scratched their heads when she was announced as host. What will the extra 20 or 30 minutes actually be used for? They say comedic bits and musical acts, but that hardly seems like justification. Are they going to put the original music and lyrics winner on stage? Will they have a live rendition of the Remembrance singing for Friends theme? "I'll Be There For You"? Sounds like fun, but it's worth kicking five categories off the telecast. So have they? No, I would think, because it sounds like they're saying like, hey, to me, I'm reading this, and to me, I interpret it as like they're having a guest for the first time. So because they have a guest, now they need more time for the host to do their hosting shit. So it's like now that's why they're taking more times off. But I'm pretty damn sure there's always been a host for the Emmys. Is that the last one, or is that this one? That was 2018, but still. Common Joseph Michael Che host. So it is always a host involved. I was like 98% sure that was true. Sources say the reaction from networks and studios was blunt. Notable executives such as Netflix's Bella Bajara and HBO's Casey Blood reported making pointed calls to the TV Academy to voice their disdain, especially since they are most affected, having the most nominees across these categories. Yeah, they want them shits to be shown on TV. They want to be shown, if they win, that it's broadcasted. According to multiple sources, the TV Academy is not planning to back down. It is digging in and moving forward. NBC is hosting this year's telecast, and surely it will want to put on the best show possible, but this was/is a lose-lose situation. Just look at others that have tried this. In February of 2022, the Oscars pulled eight categories from the telecast, handing them out an hour early and editing the speeches back into the show. The industry and awards enthusiasts hated it. Now all categories are handed out live at the same broadcast. The Golden Globes took heat last year for shunning a single category, original score, to commercial break. That's when it went to sitters. Yeah. While many like myself feel passionate about every artist getting their due, I also see the issues laid out in front of them. Casey Boyce, chairman and CEO of HBO Max, told Variety on nomination morning, when asked about the telecast what he thought the best option would be for Emmys moving forward. Quote, "I really don't know. I think that obviously award shows have been trying to figure it out. I think the Grammys have done a really nice job in terms of adapting over the years, and I know everybody's trying really hard. I don't know what the right answer is. The Emmys have more than 115 categories. Handing them out all out in one live ceremony isn't realistic. To be fair, the Grammys main telecast presents only 9 out of 96 categories, recently expanded to 101, with the rest given out earlier that afternoon at the Grammys premiere ceremony. The Emmys may look like the show is mimicking the model, but if you're going to cut, why not streamline the whole thing? I don't know if they do this. They probably do. The creative arts team is going to be available a lot, but that's crazy. Why don't they just do the shit on like a live stream? That's what I was thinking. Like, why don't you have like the shit like streaming live for that night? I feel like that's a good like middle. I feel like that's a good middle ground to do. Like, just have the shit stream live. What is this? NBC and FX. You got Peacock, and I think FFX is also a part of Hulu, right? Just have that shit stream live on Hulu, YouTube, and Peacock. I feel like that way you can still showcase it. It's still broadcast, so you can still do it. You can still have everything happen on that Creative Arts Emmy weekend. But I guess the issue is the timing for the main show and not have enough time to broadcast every award. Do they live stream the primetime Emmys? I feel like doing a live stream is like an easy fucking thing. Okay, they do stream on Peacock, but that's more of just the broadcast being live, just like the award show. And it's also behind a paywall too. But the NBC thing is free. Do they do a pre-show? They do like the red carpet shit, right? Yeah, they do the red carpet coverage shit. But talk to the media and shit. Why don't you just like, well, I don't know, because you have to depend on, I was just say, why don't you combine the red carpet coverage, the red carpet pre-show coverage, and hand out awards during that? But I was like, then you kind of depend on a lot of people who are nominated to actually show up during at a comparable time for this. But I'd say, okay, this is just me going out on a limb here. I don't know if this will work. I don't know if it's right. But I'd say do this. You have your red carpet pre-show, right? Before it airs, if the shit's not going to be on the main show broadcast anyway, and a lot of people have crossovers anyway, so people who are nominated for some awards are still nominated for the main show awards. I do think it's one of those things where it's still gonna annoy some people, because I think some people would like the prospect of not knowing. But I'd say before the show airs, email the winners. Just say, hey, congratulations, you won. I don't fucking know. You won best fucking what are they cutting? You won best, what are they cutting? You won best writing for a variety series. Congratulations. We are going to broadcast your award win on the red carpet pre-show. So if you can, please make sure you show up within the time that the red carpet happens. Check in with some people at this location for these people, and then we'll get to a segment where it's whoever you want to have accepted the award. You have your own little corner on the red carpet. You go there. We go, hey, the winner of writing for variety series is blank. They give the award to the person right there, like the Game Awards does this. They don't do it on the red carpet, but off the main stage, to have somebody just in the crowd and they give out awards. It's on the main show, but it's a very small, truncated version. So they just like, hey, this is the nominees for, I don't know, fucking best racing game. And they're like, here are nominees, and the winner is blah blah blah. And then they do it and they move on. So something like that, but still give the person their award, allow them to give a very short thank you speech or whatnot. Right then and there, so they still get to have a moment, and it's broadcast. You know, like I said, it's live stream, so it's on YouTube. It's broadcast on the NBC red carpet coverage and on Peacock, so it's still broadcast. They still have a moment, and they are handed their award and able to celebrate and all that shit like that. But like I said, I feel like some people still be upset because one, it means that, you know, maybe you have to get a lot of people on board to arrive even before the show starts. It's the natural thing of like, even compromise, some people still ain't gonna be happy about it. Some people might be upset that they have to be told that they won and they know it before the show airs. But I don't know, that's just something I just kind of thought of on the damn spot. Okay. Consider that writing. That's funny. Consider that writing for variety series is the lone move category, where the nominated staff of Jimmy Kimmel Live last week with John Oliver and the Late Show Stephen Colbert are in the mix. I argue that if Lauren Michaels Saturday Night Live were on that list, the category wouldn't have budged. Then there's the outstanding variety series race, which stays on the telecast but has become its own puzzle. The reality show shit? What the fuck? The game show stuff is still on the main card. Earlier this year, the Academy again merged the talk and scripted variety programs into one category, a move that meant to solve a long-running conundrum of pool-eligible late-night and sketch shows kept shrinking. But the fix created a new headache. As part of the same rule change, Outstanding Variety Series is now an area award, meaning the nominees aren't really competing against one another. Each is independently trying to get at least 90% of voters to answer yes to a single question. Does this nominee merit an Emmy? Clear that bar and the show wins regardless of whether another one does. If no nominee hits 90, the highest yes percentage takes it. There's always at least one winner, but there could be several. The nominees: Comedy Series The Daily Show, Jimmy Kimmel Live last week with John Oliver, Late Show Stephen Colbert, and NBC's Saturday Night Live. So here's the math the Academy may not have considered. If all five clear the bar, that's 5 winners and 5 accepted speeches. The 25 to 30 minutes of the telecast that producers hope to get back are now gone. If the goal is saving time, I think there are better paths. Streamline the disciplines, keeping the presented categories consistent 1 year, then rotate which ones move the next one. The other is moving the entire genre field, not just fragments. If most variety categories exist in the creative arts, move them all. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Stop splitting the race down the middle. Why is a director for a drama nominee more important than a director of a reality? Treat them as equal disciplinaries. I do agree with that. I do agree that because they already talk about how the pool of these is shrinking. Late night TV and talk show hosts are a very slowly dying medium. Like their viewership has been dropping pretty steadily. And now with the rise of online and the rise of streaming, people don't have to stay up late to watch the shit live when they could just go to bed at their regular time, wake up whenever they wake up the next day, and then just watch it then and there. But yeah, I agree. All the shit should be one category. These variety, the talk shows, the late night comedy sketch shows, all that shit should be in one damn category. Low key, might be a hot take here. Also think all that shit should be on the creative arts thing. I don't think these are as important as they used to be enough to warrant being on the main stage anymore. Yeah, I know Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, John Oliver, all those are still really big names. But Saturday Night Live, I still think they are pretty big. But I don't think they should. I think they should be on the creative thing. Also, it's a whole different field than scripted TV because it's all live. So I think because it's a whole different beast and all that shit, I think the creative arts are. I think it should be in its own field, own genre in the creative arts awards instead of the main show. All right, but there you go. The Emmys are cutting 5. It seems like they're standing firm on it. Seems like they're not going to change it. So unfortunately, a lot of these are going to be on that one. Yeah, sucks for a lot of reasons. People have to give up their Labor Day weekends. They're gonna have to go to a time where there's not going to be a lot of press coverage. There's going to be some big important names that are going to be overshadowing which is already a small piece of the pie for other individuals. Like I said, the producers, makeup, editors, clothing, all those people who already have a small piece of the pie. It's not going to be taken away because now they got to share it with some of these bigger names. And then some monumental stuff might not even be broadcast on live TV or live stream anywhere. Like, some of our Asian creators breaking down barriers in this field, being some of the first to win awards or multiple awards in the category. So yeah, that very much sucks. We'll see if anything changes. We'll see if they change their mind, if they back up or whatnot, but we shall see. Nigga, I feel like if time is the issue, that shit start earlier. What the fuck? What the fuck else is so important on NBC on a fucking Sunday night that they can't move the shit up another hour or two? The goddamn news. The goddamn local news. Like every local person doesn't have 5 different goddamn options to watch their local news. All right, so that's the Emmy thing. Now let's move on to some of our other quick shot news joints here. Robocop series set at Prime Video. Amazon Prime is officially picking up a series version of Robocop. Prime is giving the show an 8-episode order. The project has been in development since Amazon acquired MGM in 2022. It looks to capitalize on their access to MGM's deep IP for both film and TV. This is our log line. A giant tech conglomerate convinces the city to place a powerful robot on its police force. A robot implanted with the consciousness of a beloved fallen officer. Now, I will say one thing I want to say about this right off rip. With shit being it is today, I think they have a very interesting opportunity. Because one thing I want to point out is that Robocop really did put a lot of it was a satirical focus, but it was still a very important focus on the negative sides of fucking corporate capitalism. You know how everything's owned by big corporations. They run a bunch of shit. The city is all run to the ground, but it's under control by one fucking corporation that ignores one subsect of the city to focus on another. I feel like that's very prominent in this world, in the U.S. today. Also, if you're going robot, I feel like you should also probably implement some AI kind of shit too. It has the opportunity to be very prevalent without taking away the main fucking without taking away like the main spirit of what made RoboCop such a great property back in the day. I feel like it's enhanced now so much more actually. As previously reported, Peter Oko serves as writer, executive producer, and showrunner. James Wan, Michael Clear, and Rob Hackett executive produced via Blumhouse and Atomic Monster. Michael Miner and Ed Neumeyer, co-creators and co-writers of the original RoboCop film, will serve as executive producers. There are more producer talk. There you go. Quote, I've been a massive fan of RoboCop forever, so getting to help bring this world to television is a dream, said Wan. When Paul Verhoeven, okay, created, with Paul Verhoeven, Verhoeven, created in 1987, created in 1987, was decades ahead of its time. It's kind of basic what I just said. And there's questions about technology, identity, and who corporations really serve only grow. This nigga literally said the same thing I just fucking said. He just said it more eloquently. With Peter's distinctive vision and bold approach to storytelling, and alongside Ed and our partners at Amazon MGM Studios, we're working to honor what made the original iconic and highlight its relevancy in this modern tech-driven world while building something unmistakably new for a global audience. RoboCop kicked off in 1987 with the first film starring Peter Weller. By the way, watch my RoboCop Rogue City walkthrough on the channel. That was a fun ass game. I enjoyed that game a lot more than I thought I was going to enjoy it. Weather returned for the sequel in 1990, and Robert Burke taking over the role for Robocop 3 in 1993. Nancy Allen also started all 3 films as Ann Lewis. A reboot starring Joel Kinnaman was released in 2014. That shit bombed hard. There's also been multiple Robocop TV shows to date, including 2 animated, 2 live-action shows, as well as video games and comic books. Yeah, so there you go. We got a Robocop show coming. So there you go. All right, damn, this is all the shit. All right, so Apple TV's Emmy Actor Award and Critics' Choice Award winning. They have to put every damn award this shit won. Emmys Actors Award and Emmys Actors Award and Critics' Choice Award. But the morning shows, goddamn. The morning show is to culminate in a star-studded 5th and final season. Goddamn, they had to put a fucking work on this shit. Today, Apple TV announced that the morning show, the acclaimed Emmy, okay, nigga, goddamn, starring an executive, God, they really put everything back down here, will return for its 5th and final season in 2027. The culture-defining series was among the flagship original titles that launched Apple TV's award-winning streaming service in 2019 and has been praised by fans and critics all over the world as prestige, brilliantly executed drama that consistently delivers top-tier entertainment and stunning performances. Goddamn, Apple TV like the fucking just circle. I'm not surprised. It is fucking Apple. Them motherfuckers love a fucking good old circle jerk. Good old pat yourself on the back. Quote, from the beginning, Apple has supported our vision for the morning show, and we feel so lucky to have had the opportunity to tell stories that reflect what's happening in the world around us with a twist of dark humor, said star and executive producer Jennifer Aniston. It's been such a privilege to work with this insanely talented cast and our extraordinary writers, producers, and crew. We've become such a family, and we're all so excited to share this final season. And going in, knowing it will be our last, we were so fortunate to craft the conclusion with intentionality and honor that these characters, for these characters, goddamn, I can't read it. With intentionality and honor these characters the way they deserve. And going in, knowing it would be our last, we were so fortunate to craft the conclusion with intentionality and honor these characters the way they... With intentionality and to honor these characters the way they deserve. I think they needed it. And to honor. I think they need it right there. Quote, the past 9 years producing the Agile on the Morning Show have been honor of a lifetime. This is Reese Witherspoon. This was always more than a show about a newsroom. It was a show about why the newsroom matters, about freedom of the press and the journalists who protect the Fourth Estate, often at great cost. Telling our story has been the creative privilege of my career. Thank you to Apple for their unwavering support, to our visionary writers, our incredible crew, and our extraordinarily talented cast who brought 5 seasons to life with a truth audience believed every step of the way. It's been a stellar, creative experience, one I will always treasure. There's more people talking about how great it was to work on the show, all that good shit. So there you go. 5th and final season coming to the morning show. So if you're a fan, just know what's happening. All right, next up, Percy Jackson The Olympians gets a season 3 release date. Good news, Bloods. Percy Jackson and Olympians Season 3 will premiere on November 20th on Disney+. The news arrived as stars Walker Scobell, Ariane Simhadri, Charlie Bushnell, Tamara Smart, Levi Christopoulos, and Olive Abercrombie took to the stage at San Diego Comic-Con on Thursday. Who's missing? Annabelle was missing. Annabeth. I say Annabelle. Leah Sava Jeffries, who plays Annabeth, cannot appear due to her prior commitment filming The Cheetah Girls. There's a what? Hold on. Wait a minute. We just not go past some of this. There's a new Cheetah Girls? There's a new Cheetah Girls happening? What the fuck? Oh, shit. God damn. The story fuck. We got, I'm sorry, Percy Jackson. We got a bigger story to cover right now. The story follows the original members. Raven, I don't remember their characters. Raven, Chanel, traveling to Africa with Raven's daughter and 3 friends to volunteer at a wildlife sanctuary and save the preserve. Oh shit, they really finna incorporate cheetahs in this bitch. They're like, hey, we feel like it's been too damn long. They named the Cheetah Girls, but we've had no damn cheetahs in this movie. In any of the movies, there's been no damn cheetahs. So we gotta be taking them to Africa. Africa, and we go put some cheetahs in this bitch. So just Raven and Adrena Badalon, Sabrina Bryan. Damn, my girl Kiwi Williams ain't coming back. That's a damn shame. All right, I'm sorry, Percy, but even still, she sent over a video message for the fans that teed up a look at the opening act of season 3. Third season of Percy Jackson is based on the third installment in author Rick Riordan's best-selling Percy Jackson book, The Titan's Curse. Quote, the stakes are higher than ever before as Percy is faced with the sudden disappearance of Annabeth and the impending great prophecy provided by the Oracle of Delphi, dictating the fate of Olympus, according to an official description for the season. Quote, as foretold by the Oracle of Delphi, one demigod, child of the Big Three, is fated to raise Olympus to new heights or bring it crashing into ruin, with their own life hanging in the balance. There's also a teaser video which finds Percy hanging up the entire sky. Let's play that real quick.
It was my choice to hold the weight. The Titan's curse. I knew the risk. But if I needed to sacrifice myself to save the world, to save my friends, was it really a choice?
November 20th. There you go. Which is funny because then season 2 debut. Bitch, what the fuck you just do? Oh ass nigga. Which is funny because then season 2 debut just this year as well. Didn't that air early this year? They did at the end of the season. It did say that season 3 was coming this year. It came like late 2025, but it did go into early this year. So there you go. And it looked like season 3 is probably gonna do the same thing. That's cool. They're trying to I see it seems like more of these live action shows that stars young kids is trying to they're trying to avoid the Stranger Things and Avatar, The Last Airbender issues of having your talent grow up a little too quick or take it too long that they grow up, and it's very hard to try to convince people that they're still fucking kids like Stranger Things did. Them niggas was like 25, we still try to act like these niggas was in fucking middle school and shit. Fucking high school and shit. Alright, new Cheetah Girls coming too, by the way, y'all. That's the real important story here, is the Cheetah Girls coming. Alright, next up, Family Guy spinoff Stewie confirms 6 characters and casting. Stewie Griffin is getting his own Family Guy spinoff, and the show's first 6 characters, as well as who's playing them, have been announced. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know why they never did this first, and they did a Cleveland spinoff instead of this. That was real fucking weird. For the 30 years, Stewie's been one of Family Guy's main characters, born from a diabolical genius intent on killing his mother to a flamboyant and more friendly member of the Griffin family. Now the time has come for him to branch off on his own. It's announced on March 26th that Stewie was getting his own spinoff. The upcoming series sees him attending a new preschool, which will, of course, be packed with colorful characters. Variety revealed the addition of Seth MacFarlane. Of course, he's going to be Stewie's voice. The spinoff will feature Family Guy veteran Mark Henry as BJ, Kenan Thompson, okay, as Royal, Vanessa Bayer, okay, as Teacher Morgan, Melissa O'Neill as Wanda, Jessica Lowe as Caroline, and Aaron Lee as the Turtle Skunk. Behind the scenes, MacFarlane co-created Stewie with Kirk Butler, who serves as showrunner. Let's see. Thompson's Royal is described as one of Stewie's new friends who's got a hell no attitude about the hazards of Stewie's adventure. So he's the black best friend. Tell you right now, hey, why didn't they fucking bring in, if this is true, why didn't they fucking bring in Rollo from the Cleveland show and have him be a character on this shit? He's a fucking baby too. He could have been Stewie's black best friend. Though Byers Morgan is teaching Stewie's class, it is said that she should probably spend more time watching the kids and less time partying. Henry's BJ, who is Stewie's gossipy new classmate, is the son of machismo recurring Family Guy character Bruce, whom Henry also visits. Who the fuck is Bruce? Oh, is Bruce the? No, is that nigga? It is that nigga. Oh no. He has a kid? Well, I mean, you could adopt it. Lowe's Caroline is the show's wannabe influencer and Stewie's formidable classroom nemesis, while O'Neill's Wanda is described as Stewie's intellectual soulmate and object of his affection. As for Skunk, the classroom's 100-year-old pet, it is said that the turtle has, quote, a half-cocked theory about literally everything. Additionally, McFarlane also voices Dean, Stewie's man of very few words classmate, who was dropped on his head one too many times. It's unclear if this is the entirety of the cast or if more characters will be announced at a later date. Spinoff, goddamn, bitch. Spinoff follows Stewie being around the new preschool that's not exactly top of the line after being kicked out of his old one. Initially, everyone in the classroom is miserable, but Stewie livens things up with his trusty array of devices to take them anywhere in space and time, and turning every boring day at school into an insane and unforgettable adventure. So there you go, Stewie spinoff. We got a cast, so there you go. Next up, we've decided to give the Hollywood Reporter another chance, and it's delivered. So I don't know if we're gonna bring the Hollywood Reporter back into the rotation, but we shall see. But the Clueless sequel moving forward at Paramount Plus, it's a follow-up to the 1995 cult classic. Once again star Alicia Silverstone and be written by creators of The OC and Gossip Girl, as well as the writer of Freakier Friday. Cher Horowitz is returning to a screen near you, this time as a mom of a teen rather than one herself. Aren't we already getting like a Clueless TV show on Amazon? We've watched like 2 trailers of it. But I think that's a prequel though. I think that's a prequel show. A sequel series, goddamn. A sequel series to the 1995 cult classic film Clueless has found a home at Paramount Plus, which has greenlit the project. The Hollywood Reporter has learned the series once again stars Alicia Silverstone as the Beverly Hills-bred Cher, who visits the character 30 years after the events of the film, and now as the owner of a successful business and a mother who seems to have it all figured out until her daughters enters high school. Silverstone will executive produce. Original film's director Amy Heckerling and producer Robert Lawrence will shoot on location in LA, according to Paramount. Okay, so they have the original creative team around here too. Okay, the original film was shot at location, including Occidental College at the Eagle Rock neighborhood in LA. The series will be written and executive produced by Josh Schwartz and Stephanie Savage, creators of the OC and Gossip Girl, under their fake Empire banner, along with Jordan White's Freakier Friday and Dollface. Clueless is coming on Paramount Plus, head of the originals. Jane Weiss said in a statement, 31 years ago. Okay, fuck you. 31 years ago, Alicia Silverstone's Cher Horowitz captivated audiences with her signature chic style, sharp wit, and relentless optimism, helping make Clueless a box office hit and instant pop culture classic. We're proud to bring this filming, be filmed this much anticipated series in LA, honoring its starring role in the original film while investing in the city's exceptional talent and crews. Yeah, so there you go. Clueless spinoff is coming. A lot of the original creative team. No Stacey Dash though. Probably for the best. All right, next up we got first look at Chad Powers season 2. Glenn Powers seen in the field once again. This time people are suspicious. Season 2 sees the actor reprise his role as Russ Holiday, a former college star quarterback who fumbled his promising career after a humiliating championship game meltdown. 8 years later, in a desperate attempt to restart his football life, he uses Hollywood prosthetics to create a new persona, joining a middling team at a small college under the name Chad Powers. So here are our first looks. Here, Glenn Powell as Russ Holiday. Michael Aldrin or something. I didn't know that. When we initially pitched the art for Chad Powers season 2 was always about feeling the authentic stakes of pulling off this lie in front of the portal. This season has the engine of a thriller. It's still really damn funny, but it's all laced with the reality that in his simple desire for a second chance, Russ has covered himself and the whole program in gasoline. It's a different story in the best way. So there you go. Here's another picture. Powell is joined the new season by returning cast members Matt Field, along with Quentin Pear, Wynn Everett, Steve Zahn, and Frankie Rodriguez. The Running Man star originated the role of Holiday when the sports comedy premiered in 2025. For those who aren't football fans, the character was created by former NFL MVP Eli Manning in an Omaha production skit. I did not know that. Both Eli and his brother Peyton are executive producers on the show alongside Powell. I did not know that. After a successful 6-episode first season, Hulu renewed the show for season 2 in December last year. They kicked off filming the following month, and Powell was quick to get some bumps and bruises while getting beat up literally on the football field. Here's Steve Zahn, here's Frankie Rodriguez and Perry Matfield. Here's Wynn Everett as Trisha Yay. I know her. This is old girl from damn, Peggy Carter. Peggy, Agent Carter. There we go. This old girl from Agent Carter season 2. She's like the main villain. And here's Quentin Player. And there you go. So if you're excited for, if you're a Chad Powers fan, season 2 first looks. Speaking of first looks, we also got first looks at Dexter Resurrection season 2. Fans of Showtime's Dexter Resurrection officially have a foot in the door of season 2 with a batch of first look images and new details, teasing what America's favorite fictional serial killer has in store when the show returns. Excuse me. Dexter Resurrections finds Dexter caught between two killers, one notorious and the other terrorizing New York in ways no one ever anticipated, all while battling his own greatest enemy yet, a midlife crisis. Harrison continues his own pursuit of justice as father and son face their darkest chapter. Season 2 includes returning stars Uma Thurman, Natar Guma Mabaho, Kadia Saraf, Dominic Fumasa, Desmond Harrington, and James Remar. New series regulars include Brian Cox, oh shit, Dan Stevens, oh shit, Bokeem Woodbine, oh shit, and Nona Parker Johnson. Kristen Ritter also returns, oh shit, in a guest starring role, and Gabriel Luna, oh shit. I have to watch this. Gabriel Luna returns as a guest star this season as well. I like Dexter. I did enjoy Dexter. The ending was kind of ass, but I enjoyed Dexter. I enjoyed the other one they did too. Bloodlines, New Blood, whatever the fuck it was called. I like that one too. Some of the photos are very interesting, like the one below showing Harrison has joined the family business by embracing a career in law enforcement. Wasn't this nigga a burgeoning fucking killer too? What the hell? 3 of his family members were employed with the Miami Metro Police. Yeah, I know, nigga. His grandfather was a detective. His father, Dexter, was a blood spider analyst. His aunt was a homicide detective. So here you go. Jack Elcott as Harrison Morgan and Nona Parker Johnson as Fiona. Here's another one as Harrison. Speaking of OG detectives, Harrington returns as Joey Quinn in a bigger role in season 2, following a promotion to series regular. Oh, I remember this dude for the regular one. Okay, I remember him. Desmond Harrington gets Quinn. So there you go. That's cool. Did he die? It's scary going into season 2 with this character, especially following the death of Angel Fatigue. Okay, I just spoiled shit for myself. Quinn has long suspected Dexter of being a killer going back to the Mothership series. Yeah, that's true. His buddy Batista was I'm Peter Dinklage in season 1. Oh fuck! I gotta watch this. This is on even though I don't like fucking with Paramount Plus right now. No, this is Showtime, right? They did say Paramount Plus at the top though, because I think that is under Showtime. I think that is yeah. All right, here we go. It's Uma Thurman as Charlie, Michael C. Hall as Dexter Morgan. Here's Dexter and Blessing Kamara, James Remar, just Dexter. Here's Dexter and I don't know, some nigga named Arch Martin. Dominic, Kadia, my motherfucking nigga Bokeem Woodbine. All right, so there you go. New looks at Dexter season 2. I'm about to watch this shit. There's a lot of guest stars in here I like. Like I said, I do like Dexter, so there you go. All right. Futurama to release 3 new supersized specials, including a Christmas episode starting next year on Hulu. Hulu has greenlit 3 supersized Futurama specials in addition to the show's upcoming 14th season. During their Comic-Con panel, which featured creator Matt Groening, showrunner and head writer Michael X. Cohen, and more cast and crew, the Futurama team unveiled a trailer for season 14. We'll watch that in our trailer session, and it returns on Monday, August 3rd. That's pretty goddamn soon. They also share details about 3 extended-length Futurama specials dubbed XXXL size, which are currently in production and will kick off 2027 with the extras related to this. So we got John Goodman's Robo Santa coming back. Here's a log line for season 14. Brace yourselves. The future is about to get a whole lot stranger. In a non-stop onslaught of swaggering space pirates, lab-grown meats, sexy scams, plus the shocking return of Dr. Zoidberg Dr. Zoidberg's lost love. You didn't see that coming prior to being told about it just now. It's a thrilling all-new season for the Futurama on Hulu. So there you go. Big season 14 in store. I have this on here, right? Yeah, I have it on there. You know, check it out. We'll watch it right now. What the fuck? Why not? Why not? Be right here. It's the last story anyway. That's just not the last story.
Behold! I've rebuilt my time machine. It's idiot-proof. We'll see about that.
It's the end of civilization.
Space pirates.
Vampires.
Alien invaders! What do we do?
We must embark on an extremely perilous journey.
A fucking Halo ring?
Oh, rats.
We'll enter in order of expendability. First Zoidberg, then everyone else.
Hooray!
It's time for a revolution. 3, 2, 1.
You can't just leave me here to die.
Good point. We'll stay and watch.
Remember when they first did this, they didn't want to pay fucking John DiMaggio the money he was requesting when it was bringing this show back? Fucking crazy. All right, but there you go. That's Futurama. And now for our last story, also coming out of Comic-Con. Missing Star Wars cartoon co-created by George Lucas will finally get a public release. A selection of Star Wars Detours episode will be viewable at Lucas Museum in LA. Star Wars Detours, an animated comedy series created by franchise creator George Lucas and Robot Chicken creators Seth Green and Matthew Sinreich, was first shown to the public at Star Wars Celebration 6 in 2012. This was just months before Disney bought Lucasfilms. Once Disney showed up and looked at the particularly completed series, they decided not to air it. Now, 14 years later, Detours will finally be made public, available as part of a new art museum from George Lucas. The Green was part of a larger panel called Inside the Lucas Museum of Narration Art at Comic-Con. During the panel, the host asked Green if any of his work would be included in the museum. After quickly looking to Ryan Linkoff, senior curator and head of film. Okay, sure. To double check that it was okay to say something, Green confirmed that some episodes of Detours will be included when the place opens in September. Quote, "We made the show with George, an animated series. He wanted to make Simpsons in the Star Wars universe. It's called Detours. There's going to be a curation of episodes from the show on display for the public. It was literally one of the greatest experiences I've ever had," added Green. It's 8 minutes. I ain't gonna watch this whole fucking thing.
Detours!
Beep, 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 beep,
are
beep,
you
beep,
following
beep, beep.
me?
You're pulling me to you with the force.
What?
Ooh, you don't even know you're doing it. Fancy. Now watch this marble.
This looked like it was made in 2012.
You're doing that. You want to give me that sandwich?
I'm actually gonna take this home to my dog.
I am your dog.
Okay, that was kind of cool. Well, gross, actually. But you can really get people to do what you want.
Oh yes, it's a wonderful gig. You'll be all powerful and oh, the cops. I don't have a permit to be here. Cheesing it.
Alright, that's all I need to see. Let's see. If you want to, they released this clip here, so if you're interested, you can check this clip out from Fooey Duck's Basement. So there you go. Back in 2013, Green confirmed that nearly 40 episodes of Detours have been finished with over 60 scripts written for more. However, when Disney bought Lucas in 2012, it looked at Detours and its comical spin on Luke Skywalker and other famous characters and got nervous. Funny, because it ain't like fucking Disney did anything to it ain't like Disney did anything, you know, substantially better with the shit. The company is working on a new film, which will end up being The Force Awakens, and was concerned about reintroducing these characters to fans and the public via a cartoon comedy instead of the next big film saga. Detours was conceived and produced before we decided to move forward with the new Star Wars trilogy they displayed in 2013. And in the wake of that decision, Lucas Films has reconsidered whether launching an animated comedy prior to launch of Episode 8 made much sense. I'm sorry, Episode 7. So there you go. So they will be available to view, and there, like I said, check out Fooey Duck's Basement if you want to see some clips from the show. But anyway, that is it for our news story. So of course it's time for us to get into some trailers. All right, quite a few here. I got 10. There was a unlike how it usually is, there was a shit ton of TV trailers for me to pick from. Combined with shit just releasing to fucking a lot of stuff coming out of Comic-Con. There was a lot of stuff for me to put here. So we had 11, but I took the Futurama one off. So all right, kicking things off, we are starting with Below. There's Something in the Water. Josh Hartnett stars in the suspenseful new thriller Below, coming to Netflix on October 8th.
I spent my whole life on the water.
Hey!
Such a gorgeous spot you got here.
Sure, who'd want to live anywhere else?
Okay, Charlie Heat.
We've noticed some unusual activity in these waters recently.
There's something out there. It's coming.
Back from the water! Stay back from the water!
Okay, not much going here. I am always a sucker for a good like nautical sort of themed horror, especially if it turns out it's a little bit more of like an eldritch kind of monster thing going on there. We'll have to wait and see. Like after space, like if you're on going like a sci-fi kind of horror thing and you're making it more earth-based and you still want to do something that's not paranormal, but you still want to do something a little bit, you still want to do something slightly sci-fi but keep it earth-based. I always like more of like the water shit, because besides space, the oceans and water on Earth are like the most unexplored region we have on the fucking planet. So it already has that innate sense of like true mystery and like there's something under there that even we still ain't discovered yet. So I like that. But I mean, it was a teaser trailer, so I don't want much going there. All right, next up, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. By the way, Below, that might be a fucking movie, by the way. I don't know why I do this. I'm like, okay, I'll throw that on there. Don't even think, oh wait, that might be a fucking movie. Everything else is totally a show, though. All right, Always Sunny, season 18. God damn, the show that will never end. The only thing generated is more chaos. It's Always Sunny premieres on August 17th on FX and Hulu. Oh! Wait. Was there more description there? Charlie, Mac, Dennis, Dee, and Frank are more out of control than ever, taking on inherences, automation, conspiracy theories, sobriety's cultural swing, and chaos at Patty's. With outrageous moments, star cameos, and Philly nods, the game prove age hasn't brought wisdom.
Oh there, my lord.
I feel like I would have thrived in medieval times. It was all about war and Christianity.
Crash, bash, crash!
Force field backlash spell.
Oh! This is a really good beer.
And best of all, it's not alcoholic.
Get out.
If you're not gonna party, I'm gonna find somebody else who will. Four Eyes right here.
Whoa. I think Frank just human trafficked.
Yeah.
Got your cup, Andy?
Get off me!
Are you eating the shells and spitting out the seeds?
Possibly, yeah, that might be why I'm so thirsty.
Happy wedding day!
Boys!
I thought it'd be great for you to see the kind of people that you're gonna be hanging out with once you marry Frank.
There's only one way to take care of this!
What's happening? The last thing we need is for this wedding to come off as some kind of funeral. She's dead! Take a good look, 'cause she's gone!
FX's It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The all-new season premieres August 17th on FXX and Hulu.
You know, I think I watched like a couple episodes of the first season to try and get into this. I actually kind of did. I thought it was funny. It's just, you know, there's so fucking much. It's one of those shows because it's so many seasons, so there'll be so many episodes, and it's one of those shows where like it's non-linear. You kind of just play it in the background and just have it go and just kind of get into it like that. All right, next up we got Ted Lasso season 4 trailer From executive producer Bill Lawrence and Jason Sudeikis, Ted Lasso follows an American football coach hired to manage a British soccer team. Despite having no experience, feels good to be back. Did that change? Ain't he doing like a girls soccer team now or some shit? A women's soccer team or something now? Okay. I guess we'll find out.
Oi, welcome back. It's good to see you.
Oh, welcome back. Maybe he did that last.
Together. When we're apart, we fall apart. I will love you now and ever.
Right for this shit?
You're the star.
3, 2, 1.
No, he is doing the whole song.
But football is life?
No, life is so much more than football.
Not as catchy, but true.
Should be August 5th. Also very, very soon. Alright, next up, we got Neuromancer. This is coming out of Comic-Con. I've heard a lot about this. It's based off a book or something? I don't know. Callum Turner stars in the cyberpunk series adapted from William Gibson's genre-defining 1984 novel, streaming on Apple TV on January 22nd. Okay, what is Neuromancer? Okay, Apple TV tells their fucking descriptions. Weird as shit. What is Necromancer about? A hacker and assassin are thrust into a web of high-stakes crime as they take on a corporate dynasty. This sounds like this is what they adapted for fucking Cyberpunk 2077. Shows similar to Necromancer, Altered Carbon, Blade Runner, Ghost in the Shell, The Matrix, Mr. Robot, Westworld, Devs, Black Mirror, and Severance. Okay. It's a sci-fi cyberpunk. Okay.
What am I doing here? Purpose. Purpose is everything. You're scared. We all are.
What makes you so special?
I'm the best console man around. I steal data in cyberspace.
Guess we'll find out.
Let's roll. Turn it up. See you on the other side, Jack.
Okay. Kind of interested in that. Is fucking cyberpunk on a renaissance right now? It seems like it. Speaking of that, shit. Something I completely forgot. Cause it was in that week where I missed a bunch of shit. And I was like, you know what? I'll just throw out all these fucking stories and I'll just start new. I forgot about, even though, yeah, this shit was like a month ago. But I haven't watched it because I was gonna watch it for the channel, and then I didn't watch it. Because I was like, well, I'll just watch it I watched it for the channel, but then we didn't watch it, so I never watched it. The Cyberpunk Edge Runners 2 trailer. There's another one a month ago. Wasn't this one? Is this the same thing? Because this was from Netflix a month ago, but this was on the Cyberpunk channel a month ago. It's probably the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. I should put that now. We'll do our Cyberpunks back to back. Actually, we'll have a whole Cyberpunk corner here because we got Blade Runner teaser trailer too. All right, Cyberpunk corner. All right, the Edge Runners. Look alive, tune. Cyberpunk Edge Runners 2 is coming your way this fall. Gear up for a return to the world of Cyberpunk, where only the ruthless survive and one wrong move can get you flatlined. This standalone story throws a fresh cast of characters into the darkest corners of Night City and brings a raw, gritty take on the world of the future. Lawless and unforgiving, this is Night City at its most brutal. Hey, this shit looks gorgeous. Oh, it's coming this year. Hey, the shit looks gorgeous. I ain't gonna lie about that one. All right, now we got Blade Runner 2099. Yeah, Blade Runner 2099. This is the Blade Runner series from Amazon. But the Welcome to the Future We No Longer Control. Blade Runner 2099, a new series premieres on November 25th.
We already fought a war. We lost. Replicants. They keep taking it all away. How much longer? Until we have nothing. Until we are nothing. Forever fights to come back. Humans want what was taken from them. But it's our time now.
Cyberpunk is back, ladies. Cyberpunk is back. Alright, next up, Reacher Season 4. With Alan Ritchson. Alan Ritchson. He's back and bigger than ever. Be on the lookout for Reacher Season 4, August 12th on Prime Video. A chance encounter with a distraught stranger on the Philadelphia subway draws Jack Reacher into a deadly mystery. I'm guessing this is said Philadelphia subway.
Jack Reacher, where is the drive that Anna Merrick gave to you before she killed herself on the train?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you think we're stupid?
Yes. Told you.
Do I know you? No, but I'm the last person to talk to your sister.
There is no way that my sister killed herself.
Show me what you have. Your sister's involved in something big enough that the federal government's worried, and people are trying to work me over on the street because of it. Why do you care? I'm good at not letting people get away with things.
No, his mind is not for rent to any god or government.
You were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and you saw the wrong thing. Walk away.
No.
I'm a cop! You can't do like that!
Shut up.
They weren't the only ones who wanted it.
2 people tried to kill me over it.
What happened to those people?
They got away. That's him.
I'm a journalist. I have to get the story out. A man like Samson cannot take the White House.
He's on the run.
I'm not CIA, my van has cats on it!
Look at you. You think a hat's gonna make you blend in?
We have mercenaries, feds, the CIA, and all after this thing. We still don't know why.
And what do you say about his company? It's what you say about
Still alive? Good.
he gets high on you.
Neagly. Oh shit, Neagle. Oh, it looks all right. I mean, ain't something I'm gonna rush to Prime Video to watch, but I don't know. It's something I probably like turn on just to play in the background as I do other shit. But you never know. Next up, Dark Matter. Dark Matter, based on the best-selling novel by Blake Crouch. Dark Matter is a story of The Road Not Taken, starring Joel Egerton and Jennifer Connelly. Season 2 on August 28th on Apple TV. It's a fucking Apple, so I gotta go here. What is Dark Matter about? Okay. Let's see. It's a story of... Okay, yeah, I know that, nigga. A physicist, professor, and a family man who one night while walking home on the streets of Chicago is abducted into an alternate version of his life. Wonder quickly turns into nightmare when he tries to return to his reality amid the mind-bending landscapes of lives he could have lived. Season 2 picks up with the Dessons as they settle into a quiet life in a world that finally seems safe until the unimaginable forces them to run once again. Sci-fi, yeah, I'm kind of telling. That's a weird ass log line. Let's see what this trailer talking about.
Jason Desson, quantum physicist.
Why do people walk into this thing and disappear? What's it do? The box is the most powerful thing ever created.
It's a gateway to other realities.
And other versions of us. I just want you and Charlie to be safe.
Even if we find a perfect world, another one of you will find us.
Can this be right? 13 Jason Dessons? This one, he's the one you want.
There's no way.
Let's go find him.
Jason.
How did I not see who you were? I'm scared of things that I see in you.
Why are people after you?
Us. They're after you too now.
Fire.
This ends if we destroy the box. But we could only kill this thing together.
Let's get to it. We're not the people we used to be. We can't solve this.
Yeah, we can.
You think that you can manage the consequences? You can't.
For a show called Dark Matter, there was a show called Dark Matter. It was a lot of white people in that shit. Apple TV seems to have a lot of shows that I'd be interested in, but I wouldn't. But I don't know if I would actually enjoy them and stick around to watch them. Like there's like this, Ted Lasso. What's the other show? Silo. They just showed. We just watched that Neuromancer show. Is Pluribus Pluribus is different. I feel like I would like Pluribus. That's Apple TV too, right? I might have to. I think is I have it on my phone. I don't like watching shit on my phone. That screen is too fucking small. All right, up next is Carrie. She just wanted a friend. They gave her a fight. All episodes of Carrie, a new series from Mike Flanagan, premieres October 7th on Prime Video.
I want to know why. All I ever wanted was to go to school. I never did anything to you. You put in all this effort to make it look like you were my friend. So why not just do that? Why? I know things aren't easy for you either. They're not easy for any of us. And the worst part is that I really could have been your friend.
That's pretty cool. I watched the Carrie movie, right? I watched that movie. I think it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you've seen it, but it was like fucking years ago. It's like when I was a fucking kid, and like I don't remember how the shit ends. There's like two versions, right? There's like a 90s one and there's a 2000s one, right? Maybe. All right, next up. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Avatar 7 Havens. Avatar has been on a little bit of a, I don't know, they've been doing a lot lately. There's a game, the movie just came out. You might have allegedly saw it already. And now we got the first trailer for the new show. Avatar 7 Havens premieres on October 9th on Paramount Plus. It's an all-new series from creators Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konitzo. Set in a world shattered by a devastating cataclysm, a young earthbender discovers she's the new Avatar after Korra. In this dangerous era, the title marks her as humanity's destroyer, not its savior. Hunted by both human and spirit enemies, she and her long-lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Havens before civilization's last stronghold collapses.
Why do you look like me?
Laura needs to be prepared, because long ago our ancestors weren't. And the Avatar let us down.
Humanity is not ready for the Avatar's return. And yet, it's the one thing this world needs the most.
The fuck was that? Some of the close-ups, like moments like this was cool, but there were some shots of exteriors and like locations.
Me.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit kind of looked like a fucking.
Laura,
like this shot still looks like a fucking. This still looks like a sketch. Like it's concept art and hasn't really been at. I ain't gonna lie, I just noticed this is Aang's head. I just saw the arrow. I just thought it was an arrow, but like the eyes were like splash effects. I just noticed it was Aang's head. But this is like I said, like a concept art sketch as opposed to like the full like finished.
Needs to be prepared, because long ago our ancestors weren't.
Like this shit looks like just like some clip art movie. Like this looks like it's like early pre-production like art that they would showcase before the animation's done, just to kind of give you a sense of what they're going for.
And the Avatar let us down.
Also, I ain't gonna do my girl Korra like that. Listen, I remember I was a kid. I was also it's one of those dumbass things you just do when you was a kid. Didn't watch the show because the Nickelodeon kind of fucked the show at the end of it anyway. But I didn't watch the show, but I remember being a staunch like Korra hater until very recently, like maybe 6 years ago at this point. I actually went back and I watched the show, beginning to end, and I ain't gonna lie, I think Korra gets a bad rap. Like this might be a hot take. I think Korra is overhated. I think she's overhated. I mean, I might have to rewatch this shit again because I don't remember all the details. I know she had the shit where like the connection with all the avatars was severed or something, but I think the situation that led to it was kind of like I don't know. If I remember correctly, from which is not much, to be honest with you, I don't think the situation that led to it was what niggas made it as bad as niggas made it seem like. Like she willingly made it, and like there were other options. I feel like there was like a whole like no other option kind of thing, but I could be wrong. I haven't seen it in quite a while. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Korra's overhated. I feel like Korra's overhated. I feel like a lot of it is just the intrinsic differences between her and Aang's journey. Um, Aang's journey was easier to get behind because his whole thing was how he ran from his destiny, and the world kind of got screwed up. So now he had to embrace it, and a lot of it kind of meant him going against who he was as a character, and he kind of had to find a way to make it happen, but still retain who he is in the end. Aang's whole thing is a journey to becoming the Avatar. Korra was already the Avatar, but I feel like her issues was now what we didn't see with Aang. Her story is about now we see the struggles an individual who is the Avatar has to go through, and having the weight of being that protector, and everything that comes with it. But she didn't have the underdog story that Aang kind of had, as opposed to her, where she was already good. Now it's just kind of throwing the challenges at her, which I will admit is a little harder to get behind than Aang's story, but I do feel like she's a little overhated in the end. All right, for our last trailer, Lanterns, their official trailer.
It's time to get up, Junior.
So, you're a space cop.
No, I'm just being trained. All right, new lesson. Take the ring and fly.
Just fly.
I'm sorry. Fly, please. What's that?
You're the backup quarterback.
For now. What do you think is going on?
It's no accident we're here. These victims are gonna end up being alien.
Based on what?
I have a feeling.
He has a feeling.
I think this is more than just a feeling.
This is a threat no one's ever seen before.
What do you know about manhunters?
Where'd you hear that word?
Manhunters are the most dangerous beings to ever exist.
Aren't manhunters manhunters are the first sort of security force the Guardians of Oa made, right? You know, and then it kind of went out of control, and then that's when they went to the Lanterns after that.
In the galaxy. And it could take the form of any species.
So it could be anyone.
He's gonna send an army.
They're Martians in this one. They look like a Martian. Well, they explain it like a Martian because the Martians have the shapeshifting ability. And it is Martian Manhunter. But I always thought there was like a distinct difference between them.
To put you down.
Oh shit,
Do you resent Pal Jordan?
The ring's always been mine. Jordan's just keeping it warm.
Sinestro.
You don't really believe he's your backup, do you, Hal?
No.
Let's say what he actually is.
My replacement. In brightest day. In blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. How about a beer?
I will admit this show does look impressive. This show does look good. I didn't read the description at all. There was one anyway. I will admit this does look better every time I see it. I am a little excited for this. But anyway, well, that is the end of this episode of News Drop. This TV news drop, a very late TV news drop, but it's here either way. Thank you all so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Let me know what you think of some of the stories as they happen here today. What you think about the Robocop series? What do you think about the Emmys taking a bunch of them off of the show? The Clueless spinoff, Percy Jackson, whatever. Let me know down in the comments below. I was supposed to have been transitioned to the single cam here, but let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, be aware tomorrow or Saturday, depending on how I do it. The video game news drop is going to be dropping, so be on the lookout for that. Stuff for the future, I got I saw the Odyssey, so I got to do my video on that. I might do one on Vox Machina season 4, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I saw the Odyssey. I'm about to catch up on a bunch of movies over the year that I want to see, so be on the lookout for that. I got an idea of talking about box office poison, stars who I feel like are kind of, losing a luster in Hollywood, so there might be that. So be on the lookout for all that stuff that I'm going to be having in the future. So subscribe to the channel to be on the lookout for those. Anyway, that's it for me here today. Thank you all so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Always remember, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube bullshit. And always remember, stay watching, stay playing, but most importantly, stay safe out there. I fucked up. There's supposed to be one, but I don't remember what it was. I'm blanking on my own outro right now. But anyway, until next time, everybody, I'll talk to you later. Deuces.